HarperCollins presents How to Clean Your House by Lynsey, Queen of Clean. Read by Lynsey, Queen of Clean. Introduction. Why do I call myself the Queen of Clean? Well, I've always had a huge obsession for cleaning, but when I joined the cast of Channel 4's Obsessive Compulsive Cleaners back in 2012, one of my lovely friends presented me with a bright pink apron, emblazoned with the slogan, Lynsey, Queen of Clean, and it has stuck with me ever since. To explain to you where my major obsession for cleaning began, let me take you back a little. When I was young, growing up in London, my mum was always cleaning. Whenever I visited either of my nans, I saw that they were doing exactly the same. Cleaning was definitely in the blood. I used to help my mum around the house a lot, and I honestly believe that this is a really good move to make when you have young children. It teaches them basic life skills and encourages them to look after their belongings. When I was 21, I moved out of home with a boyfriend. I stuck a rota of cleaning tasks on the fridge door, which my friends used to laugh at, but I was so proud that my little flat was super clean and organised. The skills I had learned when I was growing up certainly helped. Jumping ahead a few years, tragedy hit me. I was married, living in Newcastle and pregnant with twins. I thought I had married a man who would offer me the world. But shortly into the marriage, I made a terrible discovery about him, and the shock sent me into labour, resulting in my twin daughters being born extremely prematurely. With no specialist facilities available in Newcastle, girls were flown up to a special care baby unit in Edinburgh, where I found myself alone with two very poorly babies after my world had been completely turned upside down. I don't want to go into more detail here, but I have discussed this previously on my blog, if you're interested to hear more about my story. The connection with my ex-husband sent me into cleaning overdrive. I scrubbed and scrubbed everything in sight to wash away the pain that my husband had caused me. In addition to this, special care baby units are very sterile places. You are encouraged to constantly wash your hands before you touch your babies. This situation added fuel to the fire of my cleaning obsession. After 6 weeks in special care, the stronger of my girls, Olivia, was allowed to come home. A few weeks later, Molly came out too. Molly needed an oxygen supply, so in addition to installing a home supply, I had to take a canister with us if we left the house. It was a really hard time. My babies were so small. They had to be propped up in their pram with lots of towels, and I remember people staring at us whenever we went out and about. I was very lonely living in Newcastle, and I hadn't yet told my family and friends what I was going through. Feeling very isolated and lonely, my daily walk would be to the local shops to buy cleaning products. Every day I would load up the bottom of my pushchair with random cleaning products. Then I would come home and obsessively clean until all the products were gone. This wasn't normal behaviour, but it was something that I could channel my anger and negative energy into. It also gave me an excuse to get out of the house for an hour or so. Eventually, I found the courage to tell people back home what had happened. Swiftly, my dad turned up with a big white van. We loaded everything we could into it, and I came back home. I felt that I was literally coming away with nothing. My children were poorly, I had no career, and my marriage was over. I felt ashamed at first, but after a few weeks at my parents' house, my dad found me a nice flat to rent. I loved my little flat. I kept it pristine, and every day was very much regimented. Feeding twins isn't easy when you're on your own. Everything has to be structured into a set routine that repeats itself daily. In between managing the twins, I fitted in a daily walk and a lot of cleaning to keep my mind busy. My little routine kept me in control, and I really enjoyed being on my own with the girls. Being so structured helped my confidence start to grow.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?